I was fresh out of high school with the dream of being in the skies. I took a discovery flight with an experienced pilot in a Cessna 172 and saw the beauty of the plane instantly. The pilot showed me the mechanics and let me cruise around. He showed me how the plane could be used, and I fell in love. After a year of flying, I have seen how the engine works and the effectiveness of the aircraft. When I got into flying, I was very excited to get into the skies. The purpose of this review is to help new students learn about the Cessna 172 and see how fun and effective it is. With difficult to stall wings, good stability, and the aircraft's ability to take hard landings, the Cessna 172 is the absolute best aircraft for student pilots. Behind is a video of one of my first solo landings in the Cessna 172. I myself am not a great pilot and am still learning, but the Cessna is an easy-to-learn plane that glides easily to the runway for safe landings, even for students. To start, the engine system is very easy to understand. Furthermore, there are many acronyms within the aviation industry that allow students to easily learn and pick up new concepts. As we look around the airplane, there are many different components that make up what the Cessna 172 is. The body is called the fuselage. You have the wings right up here, the front cowling, the propeller, and the horizontal and vertical stabilizer, right here and right here. These components and concepts transfer up to the airliners to a certain degree, and each part has a purpose to allow the four forces of flight to act. Lift, which is the upward force, weight, which is the downward force, thrust, which is the forward force, and drag, which is the opposite force. Right here are the wings, which create the lift factor. On the wings, there are the ailerons, right here. These allow the plane to roll, and it is controlled by the yoke. The flaps are right here to create lift and drag for the airplane and can be used during takeoffs and landings. The elevator in the back is also controlled by the yoke, and it controls the pitch attitude of the aircraft. The last main component of the Cessna 172 is the rudder, right here, which is controlled by your feet, which creates the yaw movement of the aircraft. The controls in the aircraft are easy to understand, and your instructor is highly trained to walk you through not only the controls, but also the electrical components of the aircraft. There are many reasons as to why the Cessna 172 is such a good trainer plane. Its reliability has shown throughout the years, and most flight schools have these in their fleet. The high wing configuration is what provides such a stable flight and allows the pilots in the cockpit to have a clear view of everything in front of them. The wings design and shape creates a plane that is very difficult to stall. Aggressive students on the controls won't be easily able to stall the aircraft. One of the most stressful parts of flying and learning is the landings. The Cessna's ability to take hard landings with the tricycle landing gear, this system right here with the tricycle landing gear, puts less stress on the students and makes the flight training process less overwhelming. There are many different options for flight training, but the second most popular trainer plane is the Piper. The biggest comparison is the high wing versus the low wing design. As previously mentioned, the high wing makes it easier to see the surroundings and makes the getting into the plane process that much easier. The higher the balance point, the harder the aircraft becomes to stall, which is overall safer for the student pilots. While in cruise flight, the high wing configuration is easier to maintain. The Piper also causes a float during landing, which in turn requires more runway length to safely land, whereas the Cessna 172 has more precise landings due to the stability and wing configuration, along with a less requirement of runway length. The first step, besides knowing the aircraft and career you want, is finding the right school. Again, most flight schools offer both Cessnas and Pipers, but more instructors are more Cessna focused. I attend Aspen Flying Club out of Centennial Airport, and they have a decently sized fleet, mostly consisting of the superior Cessna 172. Finding the right flight school will help you in the long run and will further and will further your flight training. The Cessna 172 provides students with a fun and easy way to get into flight training. It is a safe plane with an easy-to-understand system and controls.